We are currently in an era where weighing less is actually glorified for both physical and health benefits. And for this reason, we have a lot of methods that are coming up daily on how to lose weight, how to weigh less, how to look skinnier and such things. One of the methods that is actually very popular at the moment is calorie restrictions, something that does not sit well with me and it should not sit well with you either. So my name is Lilian Mumina. I am a registered dietitian, and in today's video we are going to discuss why calorie restriction is a scam, why you should stop it, and stick around because at the end of this video I'll give you ways that are effective and healthy to help you with weight loss that is sustainable and will not harm your health. So what exactly is calorie restrictions? So this is basically a way of eating whereby you are told to reduce drastically the amount of energy that you take in a day. Let's say for instance you are taking 4,000 or even 3,000. You are actually advised to cut down to more than half, 1,500 or even 2,000. You cut from 4 to 2,000. That is a lot, even without doing the math. If you reduce that amount of energy, indefinitely you will lose weight. And this is why these things are becoming more popular. But is this really healthy for you? Let's dive into what calorie restrictions does into your body. When you reduce the calories, your body will slow down its metabolic rate, and this is bad. This is bad for your organs because they'll stop functioning at 100%. Your organ functions like the liver, the way the heart is pumping, the way your kidneys are excreting, the way your digestion is actually working. All this will have to slow down to adapt to the slowed metabolic rate, reduced functionality, and you'll become more sluggish, and that is bad. That is not the only evil of calorie restrictions. There are other evils that come long term. You see, with the reduced metabolic function, you're going to alter your immune function. Your homeostasis balance is going to be altered. If your habits are going to alter your metabolic rate negatively, they're definitely going to compromise your immune function. Another thing, in the long term, calorie restriction is not sustainable. Remember that now you have reduced your caloric intake. Now your body has adjusted. We call it adaptive mechanisms. It will start being comfortable with the 2,000, and then the weight loss stops. So what happens after this is that your body will start putting on weight. Why does it put on weight? After all, you have reduced your metabolic rate to adjust to the caloric intake that you're taking up. This is what happens. Your body has other adaptive mechanisms like hormonal habits and such to ensure that you increase your intake. One of the things that your body does through the hypothalamus, your brain releases hormones that are going to promote intake of food and fat storage. Some of the hormones that are going to be affected, we have ghrelin, that is called the hunger hormone, and we have leptin is going to be reduced. Leptin is the hormone that tells your body we are full. So leptin productions will be compromised, and this is where leptin insensitivity comes in with too much chronic fad diets. So it is not the best thing for your general well-being. So you need to make sure that your hormones are working at par, because for you to be functioning at 100%, you need a balance of functionality when it comes to your hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Another thing that your brain will trigger your body to release more are hormones like maybe insulin for fat storage, so that your body can have cushions. I hope by now you have understood why calorie restriction is not the best idea for your weight loss. So how best can you lose weight? Before we continue, kindly give this video a like so that you can support my channel and we continue growing. Now, there's something that is called food intake assessment. You assess the amount of calories that you're taking up against the amount of calories that your body needs to function. This is basically like calculating your dietary requirements, then assessing what you usually eat in a day, then having a comparison, then taking up whether there is surplus or a negative. When you get there is a surplus, now you need to actually start on working to cut that surplus off. So you're going to start with a reduction of maybe 100 kcals to 200 kcals. One of the things with effective restrictions, it should not go beyond 500 kilocalories from your required intake. If your required calorie intake is at 2,500 kilocalories a day, your calorie restriction should not go below 2,000. That is basically a deficit of 500 at any given point. That is unhealthy. I hope that gets in. So how do you do this? You start by substitution. You know, research has shown that most obese or overweight people are usually leptin insensitive, over consuming either sugars, having a sedentary lifestyle, they are not working out, they are having bad sleep patterns, all these factors that cause obesity. When you're working towards substitution in dietary aspect, you're going to work towards reducing your amounts of refined and processed carbohydrates, synthetic sugars. If you're drinking too much sodas, if you're drinking too much tea with sugar, you cut down on that. You'll realize that you're slowly but surely reducing reducing the amounts of calories that you might be taking up a day. And this is healthy, because as you do this, you're also going to start targeting increasing or maintaining a BMR that is effective for you to function at 100%. And that is what we want to do, ensuring that our intake matches our basal metabolic rate so that our body can function at its best level. Substitution method is way easier than counting calories. Counting calories can be tiresome, it can be draining, it can be frustrating, because every time you want to eat even a banana, a single banana like this one, you have to start thinking, oh my god, this banana has sugar, it has this, it's going to increase my energy intake by this and this. And this is a healthy fruit. I usually believe that food is one of life's little pleasures. So if you cannot enjoy your meals, if you cannot enjoy your banana without overthinking about it, you're living a miserable life. And if you're not clinically sick or issues with their metabolism or any other condition like a chronic disease, why should you be worried about taking a piece of banana a day? Substitution is way better. So instead of taking like 5 slices of bread in the morning, do 3 slices, then add a banana, peanut butter on your bread, and then take your tea. You'll get fuller for longer because you've increased your fiber intake, you've increased your fat intake, you've increased your minerals, your vitamins, your antioxidants. In this video right here, I talked about some of the benefits and some of the ways that you can easily adjust into healthy eating or transition into healthy eating, so you can have a look after this. Another thing that you need to do to stop with the calorie restriction is actually relax. Okay, there's a lot of benefits with having a healthy BMI. There's a lot of benefits with having a good body composition. There's a lot of health benefits when it comes to having a lean body mass, but it does not mean that it's the only way to live. We cannot all look the same. We have different genes, we have different exposures, so having some kidogo fats here and there will not kill you. So do not bend too much to the societal pressures. Take it easy, one step at a time, one day at a time. No pressures here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up, like, share. I have a series of videos on weight management. I'll definitely link them up here so that you can have a look after this, and let me know in the comment section your struggles with calorie restrictions or your beliefs, even whether you're supporting it or not. I'd like to read that. And until next week, mwah, bye. And as I always say, calorie restriction is the biggest fad of the decade.